Hi everyone, this is Prashant and welcome to Competition Valley. We are still continuing factorials, maybe a couple of more videos and then we would do another couple of videos on questions. So still we are on factorials, okay? So in last videos, we learned how to derive factorials from highest power and trailing zeros. In this video, we'll go ahead and we'll learn some new concepts. So let's start with a question. So if you would check questions of CAT, previous year's questions, you will find such questions what I'm writing over here. So let's say question comes like this: find the last non-zero rightmost digit of, you can pick any number, let's say 19 factorial. Okay, so and also there are questions that you find the last two non-zero rightmost digit of any factorial it would be given. So basically in this class we would be learning on how to find out these rightmost and last two rightmost zero non-zero digits of any factorial. That's what we are going to learn. Okay, so let's begin. So there are multiple ways to do this. So the first way would be, let's say there's a factorial n. Okay, so what we can do is we can break this. We have to break this factorial in the form of 5a plus b. So let's say if 19 is given, so you have to break it. So what we are doing, we have to dividing. So when we divide, so we get 5 3 is 15, and then we get a remainder as 4. Okay, so a is 3 and r is 4, isn't it? So you're breaking. So what we are doing, we are dividing n by 5. Okay, see, this is n, isn't it? So you're dividing. So this is our quotient and this is our remainder. So the quotient is going to be a and remainder is going to be b. Just look at this. Okay, once you have this, once you have found out what your a and b is, simply what you need to do is simply, okay, let me write it there. You need to find last non-zero rightmost digit. In this format you'll have to put 2 to the power a into a factorial into b factorial. I'll show you. So let's say a is 3 over here, then we have a factorial, 3 factorial, b factorial is 4 factorial. So what are we doing about here? So we have 8, okay, into 3 factorial is 6, 4 factorial is 24. So again 24 is what? If we take 24, we have just to take the last non-zero digit. So it's 24. Okay, so we are not going to take 24 like. So what are we going to take? We are going to take just 4, the number 4. Okay, so now what do we have? 8, again 8 6 48. We are just going to take the rightmost zero, a non-zero number, and 4. What are we going to get? 32. But we are going to only take 2. This is our answer. Okay, so what do we do? The first step that we did is we got to break the factorial in form of 5a plus b, where a is our quotient and b is our remainder. Once we have done that, then we have to take the last non-zero digit and we have to put in form of 2 to the power a factorial, b factorial. Okay, this is what you need to do. You can write it down. Okay, so this is what need to be done. First break into 2. This is step 1, this is step 2, this is step 3. Okay, but remember, don't take 8 into 6 into 24 and then do 48 into 24. This would be wrong. Okay, you just, even if you do this way, so just take 8 into 4, 2. That's all. We just need to find the rightmost non-zero digit. Okay, we'll do another question. Let's say find the rightmost non-zero digit of any number you can take. Let's say 27 factorial. Okay, again 27, what we have to do, we have to break into the form of 5a plus b first. So if we do so, what are we doing? We are dividing n. So we are getting 5 is quotient and 2 is remainder. So a is 5, this is our quotient, and then remainder is 2, this is our remainder. So what then we need to do? We just need to put it in the form of 2 to the power 5, 5 factorial, 2 factorial. So 2 to the power 5 would be around 32. This is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, so it's 32. So we can just take, for 32 we can take 2. Then you have 5 factorial. 5 factorial is 120, but we have to take the rightmost non-zero digit, so it will be in 120. So we can just take 2 again, and in 2 factorial again 2. So what do we have? We have 8. That's the answer. Okay. Just look it. Go through it. We'll do another question. So we can do, let's say, find the rightmost non-zero digit of any number you can take. You can take, let's say, let's say 11 factorial. Okay, so what is 11 factorial is what? 5 into 2 plus 1. Now because we have done a couple of questions, so we have to practice doing it automatically, okay, without going in details. So again, we got to do 2 to the power 2 into 2 factorial into 1 factorial. So it's 8 into 2 is 16. So 6 is our answer. Remember this method that we are doing, okay, this method, what we are doing it n factorial is 5a plus b, and then once we have our a and b, we derive it in the form of 2 to the power a factorial, b factorial. But what do we take over here? Only the last non-zero digits. That's how we multiply it. So any number that we get, we just take the last number and then we multiply it. Okay, but this method is only for smaller numbers. Okay, let's say if you have to find for 99 factorial, okay, if there's a question, find the last non-zero digit of rightmost, find the last non-zero or find the rightmost 99 factorial. So again, if we break it, we can do this. Still we can do this. It will be 5 19 plus 4. So a would be 19. So if we break into the 2 to the power 19 into 19 factorial into 4 factorial, so this goes very lengthy. It will be time consuming. So this process is only for smaller numbers. For bigger numbers, we have a different method that I'll be telling you now. Okay, just a second. So again, let's start for the 99 itself. So for bigger numbers, what we do is, again, n factorial is the same what we had previously. So what we do, we instead of 5, we use 25a plus b. So what we are doing this time, we are dividing n by 25, where a is our quotient and b is our remainder. What we used to do earlier we would divide by 5, but now at 25. That's the primary difference. Just look at this. Okay, so if we want to do this, so what we can do over here, okay, so for so even if we go this way, this would be okay. Let's not do it for 99. For 99, I'll tell you how we can do for 99. Let's say we have to do for 77. Okay, just a small number, again, like comfortable number. So if you have to do for 77, so what we can do is 25 into 3 plus 2, isn't it? That's the first step that we have done. Now we have to put it on the form. Okay, there was some sound problem, so I'm just repeating myself. I'm not sure if I missed those portion. So again, we are trying to find the last two non-zero digits of 21. So we have broken it into n into 5a plus b, where a is quotient and b is a remainder. Earlier we used to derive it in different variation depending upon what we need to find. So for last two non-zero digits, we have to do this: 12 to the power a into a factorial into 5a plus 1 into 5a plus 2 plus 5a into 3, and this would continue till the time we reach this 5a plus b. Okay, so we are doing a question based on that. So for 21 factorial, let's say if you have to do for 21 factorial, so we have broken into the form of 5 4 into 1, where a is 4 and b is 1, and then we have put this in format. So see over here, why we are not going in 5a plus b and etc., because over here we have reached this 5 a plus b thing, we have reached in the first box itself. So if we would do for 22, let's say, then we would have done this and then we would have moved on. So till the time we reach 5a plus b, we have to continue with this. So we have reached in the first step itself, therefore we have stopped over here, because see 5 4, this is a plus b, so it is 5a plus b. Okay, so now 12 to the power 4 is what? 144 into 144. If we multiply it, we are getting the last two non-zero digits, 36. Okay, and if we do this one, we are going to get 44. So it would be again it would be somewhere 4, and the same would be 4. So the answer should be 44. You can check it on your, do it on your own if you have understood the method, and then we'll move ahead. If we do this 36 into 44, okay, so we're getting 84. Okay, not 44, I'm sorry, my apologies, 84. Okay, so we'll do another question. So again, find the rightmost find the two rightmost non-zero digit of, let's say, 23 factorial. Okay, so